The X-Wing is back with another early first-person space shooter for your Atari 2600, and that game is Star Voyager. And hey look, someone took the Millennium Falcon and turned it into a DirecTV space satellite. Awesome! Let's go ahead and take Star Voyager, pop it in my Atari 7800 Pro system, and see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game. I wonder if we get NFL Network. Star Voyager was published by Imagic and carries a copyright year of 1982. It was programmed by Bob Smith, who also programmed the fun video pinball for the 2600, which I reviewed in episode 321. Star Voyager on the 2600 is also not related to Star Voyager on the NES. According to the manual, returning from a secret diplomatic mission, the Astro Cruiser Star Voyager receives an urgent stellar communication. Zachor has betrayed. New treaty. Capital Starport under siege. Relief imperative. Return immediately. Caution. Zachorian enemy ships patrol the 7-star portals. Energy supplies limited. Refuel at each star portal. Hurry! Star Voyager plays like a simplified and more arcade-like version of Star Raiders. In the game, you fly with the joystick pushing up to dive and down to climb, and press the button to fire one of your two weapons. Lasers, which have the larger range, but cost 10 energy points every time they are fired, or photon torpedoes, which have a smaller range, only coming from one side at a time, but only costing 1 energy point for every time they are fired. Each of the two joysticks controls one of the weapons, and their assignments can be flipped by using the right difficulty switch. So if you want to switch weapons on the fly, you can press the button on the other joystick. You can use the left difficulty switch to control the speed of the game, with everything moving faster in the A position. A second player can also join the fun by firing your weapons with the second joystick, or if you select the second of the two game variations, the second player can control the enemies. Your game continues until you run out of energy points, shown on the bottom right of your screen. You start with 99 points, but you lose points when you fire a weapon as mentioned earlier. You also lose 16 points if an enemy ship hits you with a pulsar bomb, although you can blow up the enemy bombs before they hit you, or you lose 15 energy points when you crash into an enemy. You also have a radar that helps you locate enemies and star portals. By flying through a portal, you regain your energy points. However, you can actually damage yourself if you are not centered enough and hit the portal. And if you miss a star portal, you may not last until the next one. On the bottom left, a counter keeps track of the number of enemies you've destroyed. When you run out of energy, your game ends, and a ranking is shown based on a calculation that gives you 10 points for every star portal flown through and 5 points for every enemy shot down. Graphically speaking, the game for the most part is fairly simple looking, with only one type of enemy. However, it is cool looking when you fly through a star portal, especially if you're using the faster speed option. Sound and music wise, once again, the game is fairly standard. However, I do like the musical ditty notifying you of an upcoming star portal, which reminds me a little of the Dawn theme used for 2001: A Space Odyssey, and for Ric Flair. Woo! Family friendly wise, the game would most likely get an E for everyone rating if it was released today. At the time I researched on eBay, including shipping, loose copies were going for $4 to $5, complete copies were going for $12 to $17, and new copies were going for $11 to $24. So what did I think of Star Voyager? It's fun, but not perfect, mostly because lining up successful shots can be frustrating. At first it seemed too hard to hit things with the photon torpedoes, and too costly to use lasers, although they are fun to use. When I increased the game's speed, I actually had a more successful and enjoyable time with the photon torpedoes, but when I heard a star portal appear, I couldn't get to it fast enough, until finally the light bulb clicked and I realized that the radar constantly shows you where the next star portal is coming from. So I'd always make it a priority to go to that area first, and then bingo, I was having more fun and success shooting down enemies, and was able to use most of the portals in time. It still was hard to hit the enemies sometimes, and I do enjoy the strategy aspect more of Star Raiders, but in the end I still had a lot of fun with Star Voyager once I found the setup that worked for me. So where am I going to rank Star Voyager? Somewhere a little below Star Raiders, which is currently at the 52 position. I would rather play Star Voyager than Dark Chambers at 60. However, I do like Pigs in Space more at 59. So out of the 157 games I've now ranked on the Atari 2600, Star Voyager is going through a star portal and arriving in the 60 position. Star Voyager is good for some solid and quick space blasting action once you find a setting that works for you. At least that's what I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Also, please click like and subscribe and follow me both on the Facebook and the Twitter. I'm also a member of the Retro Junkies Network. At this time, I'd like to thank all of my extraordinary Patreon supporters, including Rob from the Turtle Flakes podcast. Thank you, Rob. If you appreciate the work I do and enjoy my videos, please consider becoming a Patreon supporter by signing up at patreon.com/NoSwearGamer, starting at $1 a month. Not only will you help make videos like this possible, but you will also gain access to some exclusive content and be able to vote on future games I review. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time on the next episode of the No Swear Gamer. Take care and don't miss that next star portal.